Recently, I had an encounter with the Lord, and I heard his voice thunder, "Come out," and I knew that it was a significant moment of deliverance. As he thundered those words, "Come out," the sense surrounded me so strongly that no longer would they live under the things that have contained them in this season. I saw such a mighty deliverance that was taking place. This supernatural sovereign move of the Holy Spirit was moving in such power and force. The level of deliverance was on a level I had not seen before. I was so aware of the power of his voice and his decree. I watched in what seemed like a moment many were being delivered from grief, fear, panic, words of others, judgments, containment, lies, pain, trauma, and so much more. I watched as the power of the Holy Spirit and the Lord's decree suddenly brought them out. I then watched as the decree of the Lord, "Come out," was zooming like an arrow back down their timeline and into past seasons. This radical time of deliverance was not only bringing deliverance for recent seasons, but the effects of previous seasons, some from long ago. As the decree zoomed back down their timeline, as it turned to return, I knew in the Spirit that the Lord was ushering in recompense and the spoils from intense battle-filled seasons for many in the past. This radical time of deliverance was bringing forth a complete severing, a total deliverance, a decree that brought a significant season shift. The decree of the Lord, "Come out," did not only speak of the mighty deliverance taking place, and the decree of the Lord and the power of the Holy Spirit ferociously cutting off things that have tried to hold his people back, but the decree also spoke to the season. The decree of "Come out" spoke to the season that they were in and supernaturally shifted them into a new season. Come out of the wilderness, come out of the hardship, pain, trauma and living under the effects of the past season, and come into a new season. The season was shifting at the decree of the Lord. Not only was the decree of "Come out" bringing forth this mighty deliverance and shifting the season, there was a commissioning contained in the decree. Restoration, recompense and healing was all taking place in this radical, powerful time of deliverance, and at the same time the fire of his presence was falling in such intensity that was bringing forth a mighty commissioning into this new season. There was a mighty commissioning into new works with the Lord, a deeper partnership with him in what he has planned. A deeper partnership in new works of the Lord to see his glory revealed in all the earth. I could hear the Lord's voice speaking over these moments of deliverance and commissioning. "This is what it's like to live fully alive in me," and I knew this declaration of the Lord was speaking over the season. This deliverance and commission that was taking place was ushering his people into a time of greater and deeper understanding of what it is like to live fully alive in him. John 10 verse 10. The Lord spoke again, "No longer will you live under the seasons. No longer will you live under the effects of the seasons and the attacks of the enemy. You have entered a new day of understanding your authority and position in me like never before. I am bringing you further into the days of overcoming, of strength and victory. It's time now for you to arise in me in your authority in greater ways." His voice thundered again, "No longer watered down, but burning with my fire and holy desire. No longer will you water yourself down, no longer will you limit your passion, limit your creativity, limit your gifting to fit in, or because you have believed you are too much. You were born to stand out. I am delivering you from insecurity and the fear of man, as the fire of my love and presence marks you afresh. A fresh baptism of my fire is being released upon you, and you will burn with my fire and holy desire like never before. Come out of the contained places. Come out of the contained places even within your own heart and mind, as my voice speaking my truth over you brings total transformation. It's time to arise and know in greater ways what it means to like fully alive, as I have created you to be, in me.